Our first story takes us back to a devastating day in May 2011, the catastrophic F5 tornado that ripped through Joplin, Missouri, claimed the lives of 160 individuals and left thousands of others homeless in its wake. As agencies deployed to help the people of Joplin, the Humane Society of Missouri was assembling an expert rescue team to help the many animals whose lives were also in jeopardy. Within 24 hours, their disaster response team was on the ground in Joplin, providing critical rescue and sheltering services to pets in need.
One of the roles of the Humane Society of Missouri is we're the lead animal welfare agency in the state, and we respond anytime there are disasters that impact animals. The disaster, the magnitude that hit Joplin, Missouri, that impacted hundreds and caused many, many deaths and injuries and destroyed homes. And as they gather their families near, and then the very next thing they turn to is, where are their pets? Because those are family members too. At the Red Cross shelter, we're operating a co-location shelter for pets so that those people who are displaced by the tragedy can be near their pets. And so they're actually within the same building and sometimes even within the same room. And to see that interaction and how important it is to have that animal near them and to know that they are safe and they're at least going to have that as they begin to rebuild is so important. Part of our mission here is to go out into the field, into the impacted areas, and search for those animal survivors. They're dazed and confused. They may have been swept up by the storm and actually deposited miles away from their home. It's extremely important that we're there to collect these animal survivors, take them to a safe emergency shelter so that the owners can reclaim them once they are situated, and then they can begin to rebuild their lives. Another type of rescue service that we offer is some of the people who did evacuate from this area weren't able to take their pets with them. They can get that information to us and make what's called a rescue request, and we will be able to go into the impacted area, safely remove their animal from their damaged homes, and then take that animal to the emergency shelter, and then they will be able to reunite with that pet when they have a safe location to take that animal. And it's extremely important to be out there to collect these animals because otherwise they most certainly will perish. We are often their last hope for those animals that are left behind. And that is our crucial mission, is that no animal is left behind without that hope. And that is why time is essential to get in as quick as you can, have the experienced team and equipment.
I've responded to Hurricane Gustav in New Orleans, Hurricane Ike in Galveston, Texas, tornado in Newton County, numerous floods, ice storms in New Madrid. I've pretty much seen it all. When you see the devastation that can occur from flooding, it's overwhelming. People are certainly scurrying to get out of their homes and to find a safe place, you know. And sometimes the animals are forgotten, and we're here to make sure that they're not. This picture shows our emergency shelter in Poplar Bluff, and we kind of nicknamed it Beagle Alley as we provided sheltering for a gentleman and his family's beagles so that they didn't have to worry about where their animals would go, and they could consider where they needed to go for safe shelter.
One of the most memorable rescues from the Poplar Bluff flooding was a call from a woman who had a couple of dogs, and one of them had had a puppy, and she couldn't get back to her house anymore. She was very close to the river, and so I went out with the fire department, and they were able to get me over to where the animals were at, and one of the firefighters went ahead of us, and we were waiting for him to come back and saw these two dogs in his arms. And he didn't know there was another puppy, so we had to go back in, and they were waiting for us at the shore, and they were so excited to have not only the puppy back, but the mother dog and father dog too.
This picture depicts the water dangers that we face when we're out extracting animals from a flood zone. We use the proper equipment to go in and extract animals. We received a call about animals in a flooded situation, so we don our dry suits and go into the water to extract animals from flooded situations so that they can be taken to a safer place. Pets are part of the family in many homes. And when we can provide the service to protect and house their animals, that's one less thing that a family has to focus on, and they can focus on the human element because we provide that service. You know, there are teams out there to do human search and rescue, and we are here to provide animal search and rescue.